First up, though, let's talk about the stuff that really matters. Bins. No, this time it's not bins. Bin collections. You know, I could do 3 hours every day on that, but it is potholes. You can't have escaped the notice of, like, just how many potholes there are on the roads, how deep they are, how wide they are, how long they are, how long they stay there, and the fact that no one seems to be repairing them. Well, your perception is quite right, because new stats show that the repairs on pothole-plagued minor roads have fallen to their lowest level on record. Just under 5% of all council-maintained local roads in England and Wales received any maintenance at all last year, despite the spending on road repairs being at its highest level when adjusted for inflation for 13 years. So where's all the money going? Let's talk to Mark Morrell, a.k.a. Mr Pothole, the pothole campaigner. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Where's the money going, Mark?
Well, they're spending a lot of money on the more major routes,
right,
to improve those, which is logical in terms of the amount of traffic that uses it. But even in that case, many roads that were on their traffic light system green are now gone to amber, so they're deteriorating. The thing is, we've got to a tipping point with our roads, and in 15 years' time, 51% of our roads will be structurally unsound.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, really. It's extraordinary. Even some really quite major routes in, central London are just, you're having to constantly just drive around the potholes. They're getting really big. They stay there for ages. And it always seems there are roadworks, and you're often going, well, what are they doing? But often when there are roadworks, they actually just create new opportunities for potholes because they do these quite sort of low-rent repairs, don't they? And so even when they do any repairs, they don't do them properly.
Yeah, I mean, the quality of repairs is appalling in many cases. But even if they do a good repair, if the road around it is not structurally sound, it's a bit like doing a filling in a tooth that hasn't been drilled out properly.
Right.
It's going to fail. So we're wasting hundreds of millions of pounds each year repairing potholes, not until we go into an extensive £3 billion a year, annually index-linked, going forward every year to resurface our roads where we break the cycle.
And that's the thing, it does cost a heck of a lot of money, but it's incredible how much money councils are paying out in compensation to car owners, and indeed with the accidents that are happening, cyclists with the potholes. There's a huge cost of not doing the work.
Yeah, and there was a report by a group in London that said that badly maintained roads was costing the UK economy £14.4 billion a year. My argument is we cannot afford not to invest to save. I mean, government's got, was it £22 billion for carbon capture that's never worked anywhere else?
Yeah.
That would sort out a lot of the issues we've got.
Wouldn't it just?
That you mentioned.
You've got to remember, though, motorists, we are just a cash cow, and, of course, we are, the most evil people on the planet. I mean, come on, you've got to get up with the programme, Mr Pothole.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be 12 years next March I've been campaigning. Nationally, I've made some impact with National Pothole Day. I've had £5 million for roads resurfaced. I've had over 10,000 potholes repairs about people with claims. My information, all the answers are in government. It's part of a Transport Select Committee inquiry report. My evidence is in. But I'm afraid there's no political will from any party to do anything about it properly.
You've tried a valiant job. You really, really have. Mark Morrell, a.k.a. Mr Pothole, pothole campaigner, of course. Benedict Spence, final quick word on that for you?
It's just one of those classic sort of infrastructure problems, isn't it? I mean, talking about the number of roads that are going to be structurally unsafe in this country within touching distance, it's very classic, isn't it? It'll probably be fine.
Again,
no, it won't.
It's supposed to be a first world country. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, listen, I just want to let you know, obviously, this has been my final show of the year. Don't forget that you can see me on Clash of the Titans on Saturday night, also on YouTube on Sunday. I just want to say a really big thank you to you. Thank you for sticking with us, or indeed coming back to us after certain adventures in the linear TV world over the last year. I've been on Talk, as many of you know, since day one in March 2016, and I just so proud of the work that we've been doing, whether it's been from Brexit, COVID lockdowns, vaccine mandates, women's rights under attack from trans ideology, climate change hysteria, mass immigration, the undermining of our national culture, the non-stop attacks on our basic freedom of speech, and in the past year, the shameful rise of anti-Semitism on our streets. You name it, we here at Talk have been on the right side of history on every single debate. And indeed, for much of that time, we've been the only broadcaster making those arguments. So I am so proud of what we've done here at Talk Radio, Talk TV Online, and all of my amazing colleagues, both on and off air. So I just want to thank also the amazing team who helped make this show actually happen every day. The brilliant Ted and Alicia, Mark and Christian, Ricky, also the social media teams, everyone else, the poor makeup ladies who have to wrestle with this every day, and indeed our incredible boss, Denny. I want to say a big thank you to my team for, among my lovely Christmas gifts, a T-shirt mocking my question every day. What's your reaction? Tell us why. I like to leave the questions nice and open so you can say what you want to say. Most of all, though, I just want to thank you. Thank you to you for sticking with us all this time. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your trust, your amazing calls, your amazing messages. We try to make a difference every day, and your support is what keeps us going. So a huge big thank you from me. Big thank you, I'm sure, also from Ian Collins as well, one of my amazing, wonderful colleagues. Been here for years as well.
Yeah, and we, of course, worked together previously as well. So,
yeah, I can't shake you off. I mean, stalking is another word for it.
Well,
just saying.
I told the judge it was stalking. He had a different interpretation, but there we go. I served my time.
But it's fundamentally, it's our audience, it's our listeners, our viewers, the ones that we do this for.
Do you know, every time I jump on a train going home, happened last night, in fact, you know, somebody stops me and says, listen every day.
I know,
it's the only
so
place.
lovely.
It's the only place. You get that as well. And it's fabulous.
It
and
really is.
It genuinely is.
They even like Benedict.
Even Benedict.
Not sure why.
Well, I mean, yeah, we all think that. Huge thanks to Benedict for joining me on my final show of the year. Huge thank you to you.